Okay, the microphone is on, the stream is live, and welcome to the Dr. Fox Variety Show. Hang on, what do you mean variety? This is the Volcano Eruption live stream. Too funny, Piggy, too funny. Oh, welcome everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000. And yes, it is a beautiful day today where you are watching the Volcano Eruption live stream. And for those who are just joining in, and I see there's only 33 of you right now, probably because I started a couple minutes early. I'm sure that number will change really quickly. Before I get going into things though, I just wanted to remind everyone that please take a look at your chat box. Make sure it says top chat or live chat at the top of it. If it says top chat or live chat replay, that means you are actually watching the stream after it has already finished, and you can no longer actually type into the chat box and be interactive. Although you can still make regular comments down below, just like any other YouTube video. Okay, getting that out of the way, welcome everyone. Glad to have you all on board. I'm DrFox2000. You can call me Doc for short. And I am out here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, a long ways away from a lot of these erupting volcanoes. And of course, the one that we're looking at on the screen right now is Cumbre Vieja Volcano in La Palma in the Canary Islands, which is just off the northwest corner of the African continent, just to give you a little bit of an idea. And it is in the Atlantic Ocean, so all good. Anyway, I wanted to say hello to those people who have popped in already. And first off, I'm going to say hi to the moderators. I know Arizona Snowman will be along shortly. Piggy is already in the house, and welcome, Piggy. Glad you're on board. And you're, you know, for a moderator, you're doing an absolutely awesome job. Mona Lisa Smiles is also here to help out a little bit for a little while, I guess, or just lurking or something. And glad to have you here as well, Mona. And on that note, I'm going to start naming names, and hopefully we'll get through a whole bunch real quick. Sue Hayes, welcome. Sandra Rockland, welcome. Glad to have you in here. Steve Hamilton, Don Arnold, aloha, you guys. Juliana, also in here from Brazil, and welcome. Glad to have you back, Juliana. Kristen Williams also here. Frosty username. Anna, is it Maria? Anna Maria, welcome. Ronnie Rhino also in the house, as well as Carrie Castine, John Raper, as well as Sherry Lawson. Let's see who else snuck in here. Charlotte is here, as well as Howie H. Welcome, you guys. Karen is in the house. Kate Kress, or Crease, I hope I said it right, Kress. I keep doing that. Long-haired Lava also in the house, as well as, let's see, did I say Sue Hayes? Ronnie Rhino is also here. Let's go on up a little bit more. Oz is back in the house. Welcome back, Oz. Glad to have you on board. David Jensen also here. Flo Smith is here. Sandra Rockland, I believe, was our first person in the stream today. So Garabandal is back, and welcome back. Lots of bananas for your Magilla, the gorilla. Okay, cool. Magilla gorilla is for sale. Just okay. Plenty of bananas. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on getting a gorilla. I've got a bunny and stuff. And Evie is also in the house. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. Peter Lunk also here. Rachel Carr, as well as Judith Letson. Welcome, you guys. Brent Marcotte, welcome here. Fankud, what is it? Fankudi Stream Cody, Franco D. Stream Cody. Okay, welcome anyway. I'm not sure what you retracted, but hope you want to enjoy the lavely stream today. Let's see, did I get Anne Olink? I don't know if I said that, but welcome. And let's see, who else have I missed here? There's lots of people. Sleepy Dormouse, welcome. Rebecca Patterson, of course, glad to have you in here. Let's see, Tina Sassy also here as well. And going up the ladder a little bit more to see who else might have snuck in. Lucas Snow is here, and I think we just about got everybody that was up top, and I know there's a bunch more down on the bottom, and I'm sure we'll get to some of those. So welcome to everyone. Oh, Yvonne Kunkel is back as well. Good to see you there. PJ Steele also snuck in there. Let's see, Doc. Just Kate is perfect. Okay, Kate. Kate is perfect. All right, I will try to remember that. Kate is perfect. All good. Chuckster is also in the house. Good to see you. And let's see, Banana Puss is also back as well. And I think I got most of you. If I missed your name, like Helen Metcalf or something, don't be angry. Mary Martin, welcome. Talon David. Or is it David Talon? Either or, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Okay, off you lux from Luxembourg. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. I hope I said that name correctly. Layla is also here as well. Martin Ten Hove. Greetings from Holland. So we're getting Europe covered really well. We've got Germany, we got Holland, and I think we had somebody in Denmark. I don't know, maybe I missed that. But anyway, Colin Deadman also here, Neil K. Glad to have all you guys on board today. And I'm going to slide back down to the bottom. So of course I'm showing the 4 split screen type display right now. And know that bright light down on the bottom right hand one is not the sun, that is the moon. Okay, just so you know. And that is a lovely picture there, and we will see that moon progress a little bit for the duration of our 2-hour stream today. And I am liking what we see, but I do have a little bit more for you guys today that we want to discuss and talk about. One of the things that I did not or was not able to see was they were saying that there is a new flow on the south side that was mentioned yesterday on the south side of the existing flows. I did not see that or have not seen any pictures of that. I heard that a new vent. Yeah, that's Paulzilla. That was the vent that I was just going to refer to here. They were saying that it basically barreled over top of another soccer stadium or soccer pitch, if you will, and wiped it out and that kind of thing. But I don't have any updated things showing on the maps, and I was hoping that they'd show something, but we'll get to that. We'll get to the maps, so not a big deal. Birdie Num also in the channel. Let's see who else popped in. Kananaskis Country, welcome back. Dodgers also here. Good to see you guys. Arizona Snowman made it in. Good to see you there. And glad everything is good. I hope you got your work done. Frost username that way. Okay. Oh, that way. Yeah, sure. Point arrows. We have no idea what way. Anyhow, I'm going to go through the cameras real quick here that we are seeing, and of course that was the second one that we were looking at, and that is kind of the side view now. It used to be more of a front view, I guess. but we can see that we do have a lavally flow happening, as well as the vents. This one may be the one to watch for some lightning in the background later. And as long as the venting keeps pouring out all that material, smoke, as well as very superheated pyroclastic whatever's all in there in the ash and so on, it's pretty awesome looking. But yeah, we will keep an eye out for more of that lightning. We'll move to the other one here. This is more of a dead-on shot now to the volcano. It used to be the other way around with them. I'll get rid of that big banner up top, and of course I use that for the thumbnails, and we'll actually get rid of the other one as well, just to make it a little easier to look at and enjoy. And of course from this angle, again, we're not seeing what's in the background here because of the amounts of smoke and stuff like that. We know there are some vents back there, so they're hard to see, and if they've gone into a smoke state and just kicking up more smoke, we won't know until they start flaming or burning again, and that could happen anytime. So looking at it, it is actually a lovely, wonderful show, and of course I nicknamed this, well, I don't know if it was really me, but somebody nicknamed it the fire fountain, and I will continue to call it that because that is exactly what I'm seeing here, like a massive fire fountain, literally. No, Tina, that's what? Oh my God, where are you going? I thought south of, oh boy, the direction arrows are all wrong. Tina's saying south and that's pointing north. Oh, hang on, that's the way my computer's pointing, or the screen is. Never mind. Carrie Mary 53, maybe just a tad easier on the emojis there, please. But you know, kind of limit it to 5 if you're going to do emojis on there. That would be good. But welcome and glad to have you here. Can you say hi to Mamie? She just loves listening to you. Kilkenny, Ireland. Okay, Mamie in Kilkenny, Ireland. I hope I said that right. Welcome, and glad to have you on board. And I hope that helps you out. And so Carrie, Mary, and Mamie listening and watching from Ireland. Glad to have you guys on board. And of course, it is you know, like a wonderful show for everyone in the world who's on here. So we're all good. Let's see. Tracy Bills popped in. Teresa's also in the house. Doug Christopher also snuck in here. Ellis Wright as well. Kathy also on board now. Ray Scott, Brutal Avenger, Wessex Dragon. Glad to see everyone. Did I say Colin Taylor? Not sure, but welcome all you guys. Oh, Grandma B is here as well. Sherry Hewitt also snuck in. So glad to have you guys on board, and we're gonna keep going here with the cameras. Okay, so that was the one there, and of course this is the potential lava flow, and this is where I got a little confused yesterday. Watched several videos, and people were saying, well, the lava has already hit the ocean, but on this view here you can see it is right at the edge, okay, but it hasn't gone over yet. And I was watching this all day long today, trying to figure out what the heck is going on. You know, is that new stream on the north side finally made it into the water? And it actually did not. So what some people were confusing with you know, what they were seeing was smoke and material that went down a hill a little bit and started burning the plantation. And a lot of that lighter colored smoke was not steam, it was literally smoke. So looking at this scene, if we back that up a little bit, it gets a little bit brighter as we go back. I think brighter as far as daylight, that is. And we can see that that material is still sitting there. It may just be on the verge of coming over the edges now. And when we're looking here, I'm looking at this, looks like a plume of smoke. So it may in fact be doing exactly that now. And I just wanted to kind of point that out. And if we go back a little bit further, you see that, no, that's not a plume of smoke. That's some kind of building or structure. So it didn't. No, not yet. And this was earlier. So you know that the lava is all sitting back in this area here. But we'll get rid of all that. So we can see it back there in the further shots, but it hasn't entered the ocean yet, because it would have shown right here somewhere. You would have seen something coming down. This here's vegetation, these things here, some kind of a tree hanging over the edge. So don't confuse those with lava flow. And let's see, if I go back a little bit further, we can just see earlier in the day on that one. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't like going back as quick. And yeah, this is where they pulled out a whole bunch more, and you can definitely see the fact that the lava has not hit anywhere along here yet. So kind of neat, kind of interesting, and we're going to see what happens. But like I say, if we go back live on that now, it is pretty much right at the edge. So we will see it drop probably today, and hoping that it's going to do exactly that. It will, of course, start to create another peninsula like the other area did, just a little further to the south, which is pretty awesome. And then they'll have a bigger island yet. So hopefully that'll flow that way. Okay, and the next screen, of course, is going to be our wonderful view from the observatory. And again, just to point things out, this is actually a very nice shot. For those who don't know, you can see a kind of a cloudy haze here. That's the Milky Way, big M for the Milky Way galaxy. You can see the main body there, and it's pretty cool to be able to see that above the clouds. Yesterday we had clouds in here layering everything up. Today it's fairly clear there, so the air quality definitely would have improved somewhat in the latter part of the day. Of course, right there is our volcano eruption that you can see lighting up the sky. And up there, that bright ball is the moon. Okay, a happy moon. So don't confuse that with the sun, because the sun will be mad. Anyway, looking at that, that's pretty cool. So I know I started a little bit early here with the stream, but I had some other stuff that I wanted to get into, and I wanted to talk about one of the other places that is not too far away from the Canary Islands, and that is over in our wonderful Italy. And the one that was called Volcano, or Volcano, however they pronounce it. Now, there's been some talk of this guy off-gassing quite a bit, and that was one of the things that was of interest, and I just wanted to kind of point that out, what it looks like, where it is. It is on an island, and you can see it. It's fairly large. It's a smaller island than La Palma, by all means, a whole bunch smaller. And you can see the various eruptions that they've had on that island with some dates. Kind of helps you out a little bit. Now, this volcano or volcano, however you want to pronounce it, is doing a bunch of off-gassing. Now, one of the things that is kind of being surmised is that we have some lava pushing up through some fissures and some cracks, but it's still quite deep down below, somewhere around 10 to 15 kilometers down. And at that rate, it may make it up, it may not. You know, we could see some sparks, but then again, being that far down yet, it could cool and just subside for now, give a little bit more gas off, and not cause too many other issues. And of course, this is what the scene was like. I guess over the last week or so. From a distance, you can actually see that smoke coming out of that volcano. And of course, that first shot that we looked at was this guy here. So if you can imagine that thing steaming out pretty good, that's what the end result is right there. And of course, the last time that this guy actually erupted was back in 1888 to 1890, and that's another view of it. And it was a fairly explosive eruption at that point in time. One of the things that the geologists were saying, that this particular volcano, if it does go again, it may have that same explosive type eruption if that occurs. So again, it's all, you know, take it with a grain of salt, because we can look at the evidence and say, hey, this is what it did in the past. It may not necessarily do that in the future, right? That's if it even goes off. It may be a prelude to, you know, another 10 or 15 years from now that it'll finally go do something like that. So. Greece is quiet at the moment. Thank you, Piggy. Glad things aren't shaking too bad there. Anyway, yeah, that looks pretty cool. I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you found that little tidbit interesting, and it is just something else that I wanted to throw in here. So again, that is in Italy, and it is the volcano. So that's the name of it, volcano. And I guess over there in Italy, a volcano is actually a volcan. So that's cool. Anyway, let's get back to our other screens here for a minute or two and see how lavely things are. And they are still cooking, and of course our wonderful fire fountain is still doing its thing. Hey, Dr. Fox, I read that name. What? It's the name All Volcanoes. I read that what it's named All Volcanoes. Yeah. It's volcano. Yeah, I don't know if they call it. That particular one was called volcano, though. That's the confusing part. Larry Mason also slipped in there. Welcome, as well as Laughing Lisa. Good to see you. And Red Line is also in the house. SRB 2001. Milky Way is a galaxy. Big Dipper is a constellation. Yeah. Milky Way is also a chocolate bar, and the Big Dipper, I don't know if you can eat it. But welcome, and thank you. And I did say that it was a galaxy. I did not say it was a constellation, so we've got video proof of that, which is really good. Let's see, who else slipped in? Adele is also in the house. Sassy also made it in. Welcome, you guys. Glad to have you on board. And Wormhand also in the house. Let's see, did I miss anyone else? Probably missed a few of you, but if I didn't call your name out, don't panic. You can always get me later. Just be in the chat a whole bunch and I'll figure it out. Buddha Finger also back here as well. Good to have you on board. And Maria is back as well. The Matoma. The Matoma. And I think Brian Rock, Rainfall, or Rain Rail Fan, sorry. I couldn't read that. It was moving. Got it there anyway. So good to have you guys on board. Oh, Mark LaBarbecue is here as well. What's cooking, Mark? And let's see, did I miss anyone else while I'm looking? Probably, but we will worry about that later. So anyway, I thought it was pretty cool looking at the one in Italy, and now since we looked at the one in Italy, let's maybe have a look at what's happening in Hawaii. And I did have a couple of the things for Hawaii. We're going to expand a little bit more on Hawaii in the future here, so I think you'll probably find that interesting. Of course, here is the time lapse that's happening there, and of course I'm always watching for that little rock that moves around, and for those guys who don't know which rock I'm talking about, I'm going to point to it here. Why is this not? Okay, copy, move, paste. There we go. Down in here, you see that little fella? He bounces around. That's our indicator of how many shakes we've had. And we're seeing he's jumping around a little bit today. He wasn't jumping around yesterday. So yesterday was quiet. Today there might have been some more activity within the last 24 hours. So we know something has gone on there, and I thought that was pretty cool. Maria says, okay, have you shown today's bacon seeds yet? I need yeah, we will get to that, Maria. We will show the bacon seeds. And yeah, I'm gonna tease all the ladies in the channel. So yes, we're going to show you the bacon seeds. Okay. Anyway, you'll catch on once you see it. Funny. It's funny. Okay. And Piggy, thank you. and Piggy, don't say anything. Anyway, looking at our beautiful shot of the time lapse here of Kilauea on Hawaii, it looks not bad. Now, the other thing I wanted to do is I did find the monitoring map, and this tells you what and when and how all the earthquakes that are happening around that volcanic area, and we can actually zoom in. I will do my thing to be able to get this map into our stream later on, so you can get a shortcut. But actually, before I zoom in, note we've got a bunch of earthquakes here, okay, and then we also have a little swarm out here, so we do have something happening. Right around Kilauea, it's not too active. Okay, but that major swarm is here as far as all the different sizes and styles of earthquakes that have been happening within the last 2 days. Anyway, I'm going to zoom in on that area now and towards Kilauea, and you see all the older ones that we've had here in the last 2 to 4 weeks, and it was fairly active. Quite a swarm in there. Now, also on this map, the reason I want to bring it to you is when we go to here, you see these little icons. They are actually the cameras, the still cameras that they have out there. And then apparently there's additional information for the gas as well as all GPS locations, stuff like that, tilt meter. Okay, so all these things are on this particular map, and I will actually put that into the stream right now. It is a USGS site, so you guys can have a look at that. I'm going to copy the stream there, and I will put it in so you guys can get at it. So I'll just call it Hawaii, and then Hawaii, and then USGS, and then you guys can have a look at that link, and I will actually pin that up there for a little while, because that's probably a link that you want to keep. And so it's kind of interesting to see, and a good thing to study, and you have a lot of data on that page. So who is vacuuming in your living room? No, that's somebody across the street using one of those blow dryers, and then we've got some other people raking some leaves outside. That may be what you're hearing, but if you know, it's a nice day. I didn't want to close the window, but I'm gonna. There. All right. We won't hear that anymore. I know. It's a vacuum cleaner. Anyhow, so that gives you guys some new info there as well to look at, and of course you can see the other Hawaiian islands in there as well when you zoom right out, and it'll be interesting material for you to peruse. So putting it back onto our time lapse there, it's pretty good. Let's go, Brandon. Okay. Maria, okay, thanks, sorry so much. Okay, no worries. Iris is also on the channel. Let's see, Volcanoes National Park is one great place to visit. It probably would be. Martha, okay, Martha, please, in English, okay, por favor, English, and that way we can get a good understanding of what you're asking. So please do have, try to use Google Translate, or try your best with English. We don't mind if you have bad English, is better than no English, okay? So if you can, please in English would be really appreciated. And okay, Don Arnold, you're welcome. And I just figured I'd throw that in there for today and give people an idea of what's going on. And I know there was a bunch of ladies wanting something to do with bacon. I don't know, where did I stick that bacon? I'm gonna have to go look for that bacon. But let's get back to our volcano here. The bacon seeds will bring up after my first break. That way we don't get into it too early here. We need something for further down the road. So let's swing back to the volcano, and we'll see how things are going. And that picture got awful blurry, and I'm gonna see if we can improve that one. I don't know if the no, it's on HD. It must be just the fact that we are a little out of focus on the camera itself. Piggy, no, I'm trying to build up to it. It's all part of the show. You have to build up and get the anticipation, so all the ladies are ready to go. Okay. I'm teasing you guys, or the gals. This is more for the girls, so they'll enjoy the pictures. Okay, Barbarian says Inferno. It is indeed, definitely an inferno. And speaking of inferno, my voice is infernoing. So Hawaii is too flashy. Yeah, it is a little bit too flashy. And I want to see if I can slow down those pictures. I don't know why they're so quick. Maybe I'll have to record them and then slow them down to half speed or something like that. and I know they go by pretty quick, and some of those, some of us who are a little bit more sensitive to the fast changing light have a little issue with that, right? So can't look at the flux capacitor all day long. Good Pepsi. Yep, I needed that Pepsi. And going back around, just having a peek here at the edge of the hill. And for those who are having a hard time, that edge of the hill is right around here, okay? And that lava still has a little ways to go before it goes down into the water. And we're hoping that it does it soon. I wouldn't mind seeing it start dropping during the stream. Would be pretty right on. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to keep up to the chat here. Sorry, guys. Axon Angst. Okay. Are you a real doctor? No, I'm not a real doctor. I'm an internet doctor. No. Axon, the nickname Dr. Fox came, or DrFox2000 actually came about because I saved some foxes, or actually saved the mother fox, and was feeding her, and in turn she allowed me to get close to her kits, and I also fed them. And about 2 weeks after I first found them and had my involvement with them, the mother fox got killed, and of course I cared for the little ones and took them to a wildlife sanctuary where they raised them, and I used to go there pretty much once a month and go visit them, and after they were released they would usually come back and visit. First little while was always good. Anyway, long story short, the name, it was actually one of the veterinarians there jokingly called me Dr. Fox, because these foxes would come up without any question and play and do whatever, and she called me Dr. Fox, and this happened to be back in 2000. So that's where the name comes from, and it stuck, and it's there, and it's all happy. So gives a good end to were they red fox? Yeah, they were red foxes, Tom, and very, very nice looking animals. When they were released, everything was great. So that's where Dr. Fox comes from, just so you know. Okay, Paulo also in here. Good evening. I see increasing in the volume of lava expelled in the last few minutes. Have there been any significant changes? As of today, I don't know if there was really big changes, but we do know that things are still moving along as what we refer to as just the status quo. It's still doing exactly what it was doing, and that is erupting on a regular basis. And I'm actually trying to get the volume working for the volcano here. One is a little bit louder than the other one, so I'm going to turn that one back off and get the other one back on and see if the volume on that one is better. And I think it's proximity of the cameras with their microphones. So 1 minute warning, I have to take a break, she says. Okay, so wow, okay, Bananapus, thanks for enlightening us, Doctor. Okay, you are welcome. Pepper4050, welcome, glad to have you on board. Dennis Ray is also here. Good to see you. I feed them all the time around. Okay. Yeah, we feed the animals. Okay, so on that note, just got in. Who's talking? Lamwa, what is it? Lelmai? I'm not sure if I pronounced your name correctly. I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'm located in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and probably about 7,000 kilometers away from this wonderful volcano, which is Cumbre Vieja in or on La Palma Island in the Canary Islands. So I'm sure you know that though, and hopefully that gives you who I am. Now, for those people who have come in the stream, if you like what you've seen so far, please do hit that like button, and that really helps out with the support for the channel. The stream is not monetized, so you know that this is all basically educational material that we're producing here, and not monetized in any way, shape, or form. If you do have want, you can do the super chats. That does work though, just to let you know. And the link that's posted up top there, of course, the one in blue is for Hawaii's USGS, the Hawaiian site, which gives you a whole bunch of info all on one page, and keeps it nice and neat for you. So that's kind of your roundabout. So like I say, don't forget to hit that like button, because that really does help out. Also, if you can share the channel out, or the stream, would be great if you can do that in your community settings in your browser, or share it out. That's always awesome. And also elsewhere, we don't mind, and it really does help get a few more people in here. So if you enjoy it, do it. And I'm going to go for a break. Don't go away. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Keep smiling and play nice in the lava. I'll put it on split screen again so you can see all 4 views. Thank you. Okay, I turned the microphone back on, and I am back. I'm your host, DrFox2000. I hope I didn't scare anybody when I turned that microphone on. And our volcano is still doing its lovely thing, which is really, really awesome. Now, I did promise that I would do the bacon seeds here, so I will do this. Now, of course, I'm going to forewarn you, this is somewhat graphic, and no piggies are dead, just plumb tired. So you'll see the graphic part in the second one. The first picture is actually pretty hilarious. This is what happens when you just got nothing left in the tank, and you want to be the lazy little piggy who just plunked down on the job. Anyway, poor piggy is out of gas, just doesn't have anything left in the tank. And I thought it was pretty good. At first I thought he was trying to do a seal impression, but I think it's just he's out of gas. Yeah, I feel that way too. All right, so now for the ladies, and since I've been teasing them, here is your bacon seed for today, ladies. And guys, please close your eyes. This is for the ladies only. There's your bacon bits, or bacon seeds for today. And yeah, it is what it is. And okay, all the girls will be laughing and drooling and all whatever else they do. So, okay, I want a big bacon. Careful, piggy. Kermie may not like that. Yeah, okay, so I did say that we were gonna do this. Okay, so yeah, hot stuff. Okay. Crumble. No, hang on. Something not. Piggy, why are you hiding Crumble? I think that might not have been right. Okay, let's undo let's undo that, piggy. We don't want to hide. I don't know what happened there, but Crumble, we'll fix that up right away. Crumble can't redo that. Piggy, you have to go roll back up and unhide her. Let me see if I can, or him, I'm sorry, unhide. There, I got Crumble fixed up. Okay, that may have been an accident there. Let's not panic. Crumble, try talking in the chat again. You should be okay there. And I fixed that up. Okay. All right. Yeah. They have some of those issues sometimes, and things are moving, and that's the whole thing. When the stream is moving too quickly, it can happen. The chat rate is up pretty high right now, so yep. So yeah, it's all good. Let's see. Anyway, let's get back to our real bacon flowing down the hill, and let's take a look at that. And then we will head over to Iceland in a few seconds here and have a look and see what is going on there, and hopefully we can keep everybody happy. So I'm just gonna see what we got going on in Iceland right now, and let's see. Yeah, we got to change things a little bit so we get a little better view. All right, it's dark in Iceland already, or is it just dark on the? Yeah, it's dark in Iceland already. That's funny, you know. It's they're too far north, and it gets dark very, very early. So either that or the camera died. Ah, the camera died. That's why. All right, we'll get this figured out, guys, and we'll go to Iceland shortly. And yeah, they had some technical difficulties with the one camera. Anyway, so popping over there, we will get to that point, and we'll have a quick look and see what's happening at our wonderful Ragnar. Of course, this is the southern end of the Nathagi Valley, and give you a general idea. Out to the that direction where the arrow is pointing is where the highway is, and the fiber optic lines, and of course the ocean beyond that. And right down here is where the berm is, and then Nathagi Valley is kind of hiding behind that hill. I know this isn't a very exciting scene, but they did place the camera there in anticipation of seeing some of that lava flowing down in that direction. Here we go over to the other view. Now, I did have to back this up to 1700 Iceland time, which is, what the heck is that? That's about 5 p.m., I guess. Iceland time, and gives you a fairly decent view of the volcano, and that being right here, and of course our main valley on the other side there, that's Geldingadalur. Okay, Nathagi is down the hill in that direction. That's not north, that's for Nathagi. So double T Nathagi. Anyway, in that direction, and then up here, this is southern Maradalur, and then Maradalur, the valley itself is in that direction. So just so you have the idea. So Theater Hill, what we refer to as Ant Hill, this area in the middle here that was overrun by lava, that's what we refer to as the saddle. And that gives you a general idea, but we can see that this thing is still in its fumarole state, off-gassing somewhat. We do see the occasional off-gassing of other items, like right there, you can see some smoke coming up, and it's interesting to see that. You know, so the chances and possibilities are still there that we could see something in the future. I'm not going to hold my breath though, because it, as I mentioned while this thing was erupting, it is a very dynamic situation over there, so things can change. I didn't update this yet, but we'll do that while we're on screen so we can see how it progressed. And we are still seeing activity, as in things are going up and down. As long as things are moving up and down, that's telling us that there's still a potential of some sort. So keep your fingers crossed. Hope there's more to come in the future. And I wanted to go to here. I think I need to update that though. Before I do that, let me leave it here, and I will go update that really quickly, and we'll get that going. Doesn't take long to that map loads pretty quick. Now, if you're interested in the Icelandic maps and so on, you can type 3D, and we'll give you the 3D map of Iceland. If you want this particular one, you can type in earthquake. That will give you this particular earthquake map that we're looking at now. And first off, general overview, I'm looking at everything. We do not see too many red spots like what we did before, and red, of course, are the freshest ones that we see. And this is what we're looking at here on our chart, and you can see this is for the last 7 days, and I believe, yeah, roughly 7 days. So Iceland in itself being a little bit more seismically quiet, and we're going to kind of leave it there for a second. So Reykjavik here, Keflavik Airport here, down here is Grindavik, and We see some swarms. We had a bunch here a few days back. This really hasn't allotted to anything major. And then when we go back over here, actually I should point out where our volcano is. Our volcano is right here where the hand is. So that's where that volcano actually resides. This is not Hagi Valley, not Kriki on this side, Geldingadarler, and then Meridaljer here. So, and when we go to the north, this is where we're seeing the cluster. This was more here before, and Keilir is the old ancient volcano that's here. That's where they thought something may happen, but of course nothing did. And so far, it seems that everything is migrating southward a little bit. And I'm not sure what that's all about, but when we look at the size of the earthquakes, they've gotten very small, okay? And that is something that is kind of odd, weird. 5 kilometers down and a 0.4. I'm surprised that we're getting all these little guys in here. Again, this was from yesterday, 0.9, 5 kilometers down. Let's see if these are newer and fresher. Yeah, again from yesterday, 5 kilometers down. So it almost seems like we had deeper over on this end, and as we progress this way, it seems to be coming up. We know that these ones here, the older ones, this was only 1 kilometer down up on top of that hill, and then we had this little cluster out here that was also at a depth of 1 kilometer. So, well, that one is 2, but yeah, there, this one is a 1 kilometer down. But they're very small. That may indicate some lava movement, something happening, some rock dropping. We're not 100% sure what's all going on in there. But again, you can peruse this map on your own by typing in earthquake. That will provide you the link in the stream. And you can always right-click on that link, open it in another tab, and then work with it later on in life. Okay, having said that, I think we're good with Iceland for right now. I haven't seen anything else pop up as of late. Hang on. No, that's the wrong one. Yeah, I think that's it for Iceland right now. Let's return back to our fire fountain in La Palma and have a look there. And yeah, it looks pretty quiet. Actually, I'm not hearing the volume at all, and so right now that is being very quiet, because typically we hear the volume fairly loud, even if I turn the other stream on. Oh, wrong one. If I go to the other one's a little closer with the microphone, but we still don't hear anything. So that's an indicator that things are a little quieter for the people there today. Yeah, you can hear it, but it's not that bad. Let's see. In BB in 3 minutes, smoke break. Okay, we'll look at that. Duchess of Elements, trying this again, just for Dr. Duchess in the house. Duchess, I see you, don't worry. I seen you the first time. I just didn't get around to saying anything yet. But welcome, Duchess. And Mona Alfano also here. And let's see, Nancy Buchanan also snuck in and is... Okay, it's Rex. I'm not sure if that's right. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but ITZRXX. Anyway, welcome. Volcano in Mexico is also getting interesting. Okay, the Papa Set. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. I'll have to practice that. But thank you for that information that we do have something in Mexico that's also getting interesting. So we may have a look at that as well. So, all right. Trying to keep up with everything that's going on here. There's probably a few other things I missed while I was yakking, and that happens. Things go by very quickly. Aaron Horton in the house. Welcome. Let's see. DJ also made it in. Let's see. What else did I miss? I probably missed a bunch of you. Hendrik, welcome. Lava cake burns us. Okay. Don't be touching the lava cake. It won't burn you. Stay away from it. If it's red hot and glowing, you don't wanna touch it. And don't walk on the lava. Talon Dave, I think we said you before. Laura Rennie also in the chat. Glad to have you here. Jack Timberlake also back again. Sophie, welcome. Sleepy Dormouse snuck in under the door. And all good. Oh, Tony Nagy also here. Barbara Visser, welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. And who else did I miss? I hope I got most of you good people. What fun is in what? Infinite. Fun is infinite. Welcome. That's an interesting name. glad I could actually read it. Manly Williams also in the channel. Welcome, you guys. Glad to have you on board, and hope you are enjoying today's Lavely stream, and hope you're hitting that like button too. That's always important. So right now, I think though, I'm looking at the clock, it's getting closer to the break time here. Before I get in trouble, I'm going to start thinking about that. Hank, I think a large amount of ash will be a problem when it starts to rain. And Hank, you're actually right, especially right now. Because of the you've got your Kalima winds coming off of the Sahara, bringing dust particles with it, as well as the heavy ash and soot that's in the air. And of course, that stuff is right now at present kind of blowing to the east. So we're going to end up seeing a collision of this material in the sky, and it's going to start moving west again and recovering some of that, coming over the islands and that. So it is definitely going to pose a problem. But what happens in a lot of cases when you have a lot of ash in the air, the ash will basically cause, if it rains, you'll be in kind of an acidic state, or have acid rain. And that is a real downfall for the land. And, anything in the too far on the acidic side, then things just don't grow. Again, too far on the alkaline side, things don't grow. So it's kind of tough to hit that happy medium, although we've been very lucky on this planet that most of it is in that state that we can farm and grow crops and things like this, right? So but just imagine if we get too much of the acid rain, then it's no good. And a little bit of ash actually is probably good for your soil. A lot of it, nah, I wouldn't want it. I like Mr. Speaker, the live video and the moments and all. Thank you. Glad you are enjoying it. So, and we try to portray truthful materials. So, this is one of the channels where we don't turn around and invoke fear mongering. We like to try to keep positive about things. I do really feel sad for the people in La Palma, though. I know with the levels of noise that they've had to endure from the volcano, the additional earthquakes and all the ash and soot and the loss of so many homes and businesses. It's all a horrible thing, yet there's really nothing we can do about it. I'm just happy that the authorities there have enough common sense to evacuate people and get them out and make things happen. No, that's not the mod shirt. The mod shirt. Piggy, do you want me to show that other shirt? I can show that other shirt if you want. I didn't know if you wanted me to do that or not. I thought you wanted me to stop at Kevin Bacon. Oh, too much fun. Really is. Yeah, for giggles. All right, I'll get it up on the screen then. And okay. Or did I save it already? No, I don't think I saved it yet. Okay, we're gonna call this. It's not really a piggy seed though. All right, we'll call it that. We'll be safe, and I'll get it loaded up here. And so of course we talk about our bacon seeds all the time, and Piggy does such a wonderful job in here. We kind of have to share these things with all of you. And let's see if we open that up. So, whoop, why is that not working? Picture layout. I'll get it working. All right, so. Okay, I'll push that live, and then there. All right, so it's not a bacon seed, but it is definitely the snout bop that you want to look out for. And thanks for sharing that there, Piggy. I'm not sure if I messed that picture up or not, but we're okay. So it's funny. Yeah. Kunkel, really, who is Kevin Bacon? Yeah, Kevin Bacon is right there. And on that friendly note, I am going to put it back on our multi-screen, and I'm going to go take that break. Please don't go away. And let's see, I wanted to remind everyone, please hit that like button if you haven't hit it already. It really does help out with supporting the channel and getting more people in here. We really would appreciate if you could do that. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing that by clicking on that big red button, and then also hitting the bell notification. That way you can always get that notification when the stream does go live. And of course, if you need to know when the stream actually is happening, you can look down below in the description, and it will tell you both the weekday times as well as the weekend times. The two are slightly different, and we start earlier on the weekends, and this gives our European community a little earlier start and makes it a little bit more enjoyable for an evening view. Having said all that, it is time for me to go have my break. I see a few more people popped in. I'm hungry now. Smoked pig belly. Oh my God. Rick, welcome. William Lyons also here. The other mods need a shirt now too. Just saying. Emma also on the channel. And let's see, did I miss anyone else? I got Hendrik, Bacon Eruption live stream. Yeah, maybe I should change the name. Bacon Eruption live stream. That's a possibility. And let's see, I think I got most of. Did I see Barbarian? Okay, he's in their channel. Let's see, who else? LOL Real Miss Piggy. Okay. Welcome. New name, Joe Jaeger, and welcome. Glad to have you on board. And I think I got most of you other ones. If I did not call your name out, don't be offended. I can't get to everyone. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you're sneak in the back, grab pizza and things, and sit there and eat and listen to the stream, and I don't see you. So anyway, I'm going to go for that break. Go ahead and hit that like button. I will be back in 5 minutes. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Okay, I've got the microphone back on, and I'm back. Glad to have you all here, ladies and gentlemen, and all the others. And I'm your host, DrFox2000, located here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, far, far away from these wonderful volcanoes we've been talking about, and safe and sound here in the middle of the prairies, kind of sort of thing. Anyhow, I see we've had more good people pop in here. Bloxyman22 is back in the channel, as well as who else did I see snuck in? Don Arnold we got earlier. Alan Coker, I think I might have said you earlier. Sharon Price. Yeah, I don't get the person, what? Don't like the personality of this volcano. And, you know, they almost seem like they have their own personalities, right? So it is kind of interesting to see that. Yeah, I think I got most of the other ones in here. So good to have, oh, Johnny C. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. Rico is also here. I haven't lost my marbles yet. Oh, don't lose your marbles. They're hard to find once you lose them. Okay, this is a punk rock volcano. Yeah, it is in a way. But it is definitely a fire fountain, and it is growing at an immense rate. I'm not even sure what day it is here. Is it 27 or 28 or something like that? This thing has grown into a massive monster, and of course the discharge rate was somewhere around 66 cubic meters per second at times, so we're not sure where it's actually at right now, although it is still putting out quite a punch. And we know that when we look at that lava, we know at certain points it really pours. So it is definitely something to be afraid of, be worried about. Although the one thing that we don't need to worry about is this thing blowing up. Okay, it has enough vents that it's not going to have any massive explosions. We will see some pyroclastic explosions from the vents themselves as the gas passes through the tubes and so on. And of course we're seeing a lot of that soot and fire and the extra material that it's bringing up with it as we see that plume coming out of the center. And of course that is just one of the vents. I was going to get the map back on here, so give me a few seconds. We'll see what we can do to get back to the map page for this area. And again, for those who are wanting to bring up the map, you can type in La Palma 3D, all one word, and I will actually type that into the chat so you know how to do it. And there's La Palma 3D. That'll bring up the link for the La Palma 3D maps. And when we say maps, there are 12 different 3D maps that you can peruse on this site. So again, if you right click on that, you can open it in a new tab if you're on a computer, and you can definitely have a look at it. And I want to see if I can find where I left it so we can get it onto the screen. And I think it was in here somewhere. Nope, wasn't that guy. There was that guy. Alright, so we'll bring that live and we will look at it. I might have to, maybe I'll do a refresh on that before I show it. This way we'll get the latest and the greatest. No, hasn't updated anything since. Still showing yesterday's lava, so I'll just wait a couple seconds here till it updates, and then we'll consider putting it onto the screen. And yeah, that should just about be good, and we can do that now. So we'll get it back into single mode here and show that for you guys. So here's the 3D map, and of course you can see these lava flows here. They weren't updated since yesterday, and this, I believe it is this stream that is now sitting up front here, as well as this one is pushed forward. So we're going to see something in the near future here in a few hours maybe yet, where it's actually pushing over the edge of this area. This is the original area that flowed out first. If we slide along on the map, then this was the second area that flowed out, and of course you see the ridge along here all the way along, and that area that is below the ridge here, that was first came about in 1949, and that was from an eruption over here somewhere and had flowed out this way and created this little peninsula, if you will. And of course our new modern stuff is, some of it is over top of it, but some of it is also creating more land here. And having said that, we're going to see more land being created towards the harbor, and I'm not sure how that is going to affect the harbor when it does get there. Hopefully it's going to stay over here more rather than closer to the harbor area. Anyway, we can turn this map a little bit and kind of get the lay of the land and see a little bit more different contour, if you will, and that gives you a better idea of what it actually looks like. And if we tip it up a little bit more, you can see straight down onto it. And now I'm going to zoom it out. Whoa, I zoomed out a little bit too far, sorry. That mouse button is pretty sensitive. Anyway, did want to kind of show where the vents are, and if we stay out a little bit, you can actually see the little dots. And we've got 5 vents going right now. I do believe it was this vent here that was the latest one, and not 100% sure on that, but they did say that the lava from that particular flow inundated another soccer stadium, and I believe that was right here. So this apparently has been wiped out, or partially wiped out. I'm not 100% sure on that. And it seems to like soccer stadiums for some reason, and doesn't want anyone playing soccer. Nevertheless, you can peruse this map at your own leisure, and the link was in the chat there. And again, La Palma 3D, all one word, and that will give you that. Also, if you're interested in getting the La Palma earthquake map on there, and I'm not sure where I stuck that today. Might be, no, wasn't there, sorry. Anyway, La Palma EQ will bring up the earthquake map for you. I will see what I can do to get that earthquake map up in a minute or two. But for right now, let's go back. I think the other view is a little clearer. At least I prefer that one. Looks a little easier on the eyes. Okay, hope she waits for me. Okay, before she gives up her lava. Okay, private 4-hour once-in-a-lifetime volcano eruption experience. Johnny C, if you get to go, by all means go. And that is one of those things. I did go to Iceland in August and had a look at Ragnar, and I can tell you it's a personal experience that I greatly enjoyed, but I was also greatly in awe of what I seen and experienced. To you know, be able to kind of share that with people, it's a little difficult, but when I did live stream from the site, I hope I conveyed some of those sentiments at the time. But We do have a couple live streams that were recorded right from Iceland, from the volcano site. So it was pretty awesome, and a lot of people did join in on that. So okay, leave on the 26th, get there on the 27th. I will send videos. Johnny C, if you have if you have my email address, any videos or still shots that are of relevance, I would love to see them if you're willing to share them, and of course we will credit you 100% for those. So definitely worthy of doing, if you have some nice shots. Okay, cool. And let's see, when is it? 3:17. Okay, I was trying to get the map up here, and of course I have 14 different scenes that I have to try to find things in, and things keep moving on me for some reason. So on occasion I have to re-grab stuff and try to make it work. And where is it? That guy. It's not an easy locator sometimes. All right, we'll grab that screen and see what we can do for you here. All right, and there we go. We'll get that up on the screen, and hopefully that'll work. Okay, we'll bring that live. And so these are the La Palma earthquakes, the latest ones. Just to zoom out a little bit first, kind of give you a little bit of an idea where we are. And that is zoomed out all the way. If we slide over, you can see Strait of Gibraltar up here where the mouse is, and of course that's Spain, and I believe that's Morocco, and of course this is the Gran Canaria, or the Canary Islands, Gran Canaria here, and we zoom in on La Palma, and you can see where all the activity is in La Palma. And of course they had some more very big earthquakes in the last little while. When you list or look down the list, there are a lot that are above 3, which start to become shakers for the people, and things get a little bit more nervous once you start getting up into the 4 range. And here you can see a 4.5 and a 4.3 and 4.6. And these are just within the last little while here. That happened at 4:41 a.m., the 4.6, and that's La Palma time. So a little bit more of a shaky scenario for them there. Anyway, again, this one, if you want to peruse that earthquake map, you're more than welcome to type in La Palma EQ. So LAPALMAEQ. Whoop! How am I? I'm not typing there. Let me try that again. LAPALMAEQ. There we go. And that'll bring up the link for the La Palma earthquake map for you, which is not one of the maps on the 3D. Just so you guys know. This one is not a 3D map, just gives you the general idea and where everything is as far as earthquakes. So that will help you out that way. Guten Tag says he's staying in La Palma, getting ash fall really badly. And yes, I was looking at some of his videos, and yeah, there is quite a bit of ash there, William Lines. There is no doubt about it, and it's unfortunate that the people have to deal with it. It is what it is, though. There's nothing that we can do to stop that, and it will probably continue for the duration of the eruption, as long as this fire fountain keeps going, and it has a very mixed bag of chemicals and everything else going up every time it shoots up into the air like what it's doing now. And of course taking a lot of soot and ash and you know, the tephra dropping back down and the lighter materials continuing to float up. And of course that is very evident by what we've seen in the other view above the clouds. You can definitely see, you know, the remnants of what it's leaving behind, and the ash flow in that direction, and it's starting to build up here again. So that ash cloud is pretty bad, and unfortunate that that happens. But it is what it is. But we know that the air is moving in that direction right now, so they are avoiding some of the dust that was coming from the Sierra, which is actually good that it's being avoided, because that stuff mixes with the ash and the smoke and everything else. Particulate size, because it's so small, it mixes in and creates more of a headache, you know, for those people. So the ash levels end up looking like they're higher, even though some of it is actually sand, unfortunately. And let's see, we'll get back to our volcano though. And I'm looking at the clock. Just want to make sure I don't get snagged here and bumped, pushed over into the volcano by Piggy. So I got to keep an eye on that. Emma, welcome. And Sandra, okay, we'll have local footage of ash on the road. La Palma TV. Yeah, actually, I was surprised La Palma TV ended up turning off their camera for a while today. And I think it might have been to cover it right up so they didn't get ash all over it. And that does happen. Emerson, can you kindly put it in English only? So Emerson, por favor, inglés, okay? This is an English speaking channel, so let's keep it as that. Would really be appreciated. And let's see what else we got. I'm trying to keep up to the chat here. There's some good comments, some other comments I don't understand, and yeah, we're getting close to the 300 thumbs up. Those good people, if you've come in here and you haven't hit that thumbs up yet and you like what you're seeing, by all means, let's see what we can do to get it over 300. Jan Arts, greetings from Holland, and welcome. Glad to have you on board. And let's see. Okay, what else we got in here? Grandma B, hello Holland. Okay. Yeah, Holland is a wet place. A wet place with wooden shoes. That's so they can float. I'm kidding. Lots of fun. Okay, Derek Leeds, welcome. And okay, Ricky KS is also back. 301. Okay, good stuff, Ricky. Thanks for hitting that button. Brandon Hebert, welcome. Lake Charles, Louisiana. So good. I haven't been to Louisiana yet. That's another state on my list. I wouldn't mind going seeing some of the swamp areas on an airboat or something. That would be pretty cool, I think. Let's see. Rico, it has been said how high the ash is being propelled into the atmosphere. Well, Rico, the ash is actually they've got volcanic dust and ash all the way over in the Caribbean. Okay, so as far as the height, it's being pushed up high enough that it is getting into the jet streams and making it worldwide. So You know, I'm sure if they do testing in other places that they'll find that all of a sudden, yeah, they do have some ash from this volcano, although this one isn't as bad as it could be. So, you know, a lot of it seems to be fairly large and heavier ash particles, which end up dropping a little bit more locally. So, again, it's one of those things, but we do know for a fact that it has made it over to the Caribbean and places like that when the wind directions are in the right direction, of course. So, anyway, I'm looking at, before I get in trouble for not taking a break, Hans just made it in here. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. And plant mora trees. Absolutely. They'll use that ash. Cool. Okay, it is time for me to take that break. So for all of those who have not hit the like button, please do hit that like button if you're enjoying the stream. For those who have not yet subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. You can do that by, if you've got a regular computer, you take your mouse, slide it over top of that fox that's on the screen, and bop the fox in the nose. That'll open up the subscribe box. Click on there, hit that bell, and away you go. And you're good for the next streams, and you'll be able to see some of the other fun-loving stuff we have going. And on that friendly note, I am going to go take that break. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Don't go away. Play nice in the lava. I will be back in 5 minutes. Thank you. Okay, I've got the microphone back on. Hopefully I didn't scare anyone as I came in. And good evening for those who are in here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, DrFox2000. And you are watching the Volcano Eruption live stream. And we're seeing what's happening there in the Canary Islands at Cumbre Vieja Volcano in La Palma. It is still going like crazy, doing its thing, and we are watching more and more of that lava flow down the hill. So was just trying to figure a few things out here while on break, but nonetheless we do have our screens up here and looking at what is going on. So if we get back to our single views here, we'll kind of take a look at some of that lava and tell you, if you're looking at some of these, where to watch. Of course, you want to take a look up in the backgrounds and watch for lightning, and of course you know, you got to keep your eyes on those, and hopefully you'll be able to see what's going on there. And you know, just being kind of a nosy guy here. Okay. Anyway, I just thought that was kind of inspiring. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's new glasses. We need those. I had to clean mine on the break, so I just figured it was kind of fitting. Anyway, looking at the other one, and actually this is what I was looking at, and I thought, Jesus, that's fuzzy. It's got to be my glasses, and it's not my glasses. It's just the camera's not focused properly. And of course, I keep looking at, you know, is it still set on the proper 1080p, and it is. So the camera is just out of focus, and of course it is very, very difficult when you're looking over a certain amount of a lava field that's got some heat to it. You're going to get some oscillation in the air and what we call atmospheric turbulence, and you're not going to be able to see things as sharply and clearly as you normally could if it was a regular shot over cool, dry air, land type things. So nevertheless, it does look like it is really pushing out, pulsating a little bit, and we can definitely see that one vent. There's more vents in the back here somewhere that we're just not seeing, and again, you know, with the glasses or not, we kind of have to keep our eyes back there and see what goes on. So that's the whole thing. We got to keep an eye on it. Pretty cool. Translation apps are available. Absolutely, translation apps are available. Google Chrome will do a lot of the translating for you if you're using that one. Kamel on voice, how far is adjusting their focus? Feed number 1 is crispy and clear of this same view. Okay. I'm wondering how they're adjusting it, because I do not have that ability to adjust the focus in that manner. So maybe they have a different feed, but this is what I'm receiving, so that's what I'm retransmitting. It's like the non-stop angry mouth. It is, it does, and it just keeps pouring out, and more and more and more lava, and it's wonderful to see. And unfortunately, it does have detriment attached to it, where people are losing a lot of their homes and the businesses, the plantations that have been demolished, and there's nothing anyone can do to stop it. It's just keep out of the way, and hopefully in enough time things will calm down. Now, having said that, the average eruption on La Palma is 57 days long, and that range can be anywhere from about 35 days to 108 days, if not somewhere around that ballpark. So 57 days is the average eruption for a volcano. This will likely go on a little bit longer, but who knows? For all we know, it could shut down tomorrow and everything be crystal clear and everything is good. Iceman Coffee, welcome, and Mocha Sasa also here, welcome as well. Or sorry, it's Ice, yeah, it is Iceman Coffee. Let's see. Okay, not sure what that message was. Let's see. Okay, yeah, no, Piggy, you did good there. Thank you. That definitely gets rid of the problem. Spion Claw, welcome. Good to see you. Join the stream now. What's going on with Ragnar in Iceland? Spion, Ragnar's snoozing. It's sleeping. It's quiet. It's preserving itself for future eruptions, for lack of better words. But if actually, I should do a quick recap to go over there and just work on that. So we did see our berm footage. We didn't. Well, let's see if we can fix that up. We'll have to back up a little bit more. I think they lost their camera for the berm, so we had to back up quite a ways to be able to see anything. Oh man, is it really gone that much there? That was what we were seeing earlier. So it wasn't too bad of a day there. The other view, of course, was the volcano itself, and that was in this view. So this is a few hours back. This is at 6:30, I think, somewhere thereabouts. I can't see that time on that clock, but just after 6 p.m. Iceland time. That's what was going on. Things were quiet. We did look at the seismic the earthquake map here, and nothing major new sticking out. Just a bunch of little dots, so little guys all the way through. And when we looked at the tremor chart, and we can probably do a quick refresh on that one just to get it right back up to snuff. And there we go. And it's basically just showing that it is still doing something, but we're not sure exactly what it is doing. And it's relatively quiet. As I mentioned before, this line here, the 4,000 mark, when you're looking at it, that's the line that you kind of want all three colors above that. That's when you'll see eruptions happening out of that particular volcano. Although we can still perhaps get a fissure opening up somewhere to the north on the long fissure line is really, it's about 7 to 8 kilometers in length. So anything along that line, we could have a potential of something happening, but things look quiet right now, and don't believe that is going to happen. Getting back to our other maps, the other screens, while I'm looking at it, I do like this view from up on the observatory overlooking La Palma, looking to the south, of course, towards the volcano. And the fact that you can see stars in the sky is telling you that the sky is not that bad. But of course, closer to the volcano, you can see a lot of the ash plumes and so on. This is not as bad as it was at other periods of time, so it should be a little easier for the locals there, and hopefully it is. Okay, so Gara, no scallops. What? Scallops? No scallops. We don't. Scallops are good in brown sauce. Hope Ragnar is just taking a nap so he can come back to his old self. It's not the same with the La Palma volcano. And no, Spion, they're definitely two different types of volcanoes. And I really do have to admit, having seen the one in Iceland, I would definitely agree that that one is more of a tourist volcano completely because it didn't take out anyone's infrastructure, it didn't hurt anything, it maintained itself within the valleys there, whereas when we look at La Palma, this thing is at least 10 times as much lava flowing out of it, and it's already more lava than Ragnar has spit out, and this thing did it in about 25 days for the same volume. So that's pretty nasty when you get right down to it. It's a lot of material coming out all at once in a fairly large hurry, and of course the losses to the local communities there are much higher. At least no lives have been lost, and that is I think the biggest thing that we all look at is, at least nobody has lost their life due to foolishness, and the local authorities are making sure that they keep people out of these homes, once they have been evacuated, and kind of keep an eye on things, that people aren't stealing things and being foolish. The other problem is of course with the actual flow of lava over a lot of these areas. We know that there's over 1,500 buildings that have been destroyed. Many of those are homes, whereas there's also a lot of businesses, and we know farms, of course, that they have there, the banana plantations and so on have been inundated by the lava and basically ruined. So it's it is what it is. We have to feel sorry for the people, unfortunately, and not much we can do to help it. If you do have thoughts of helping out, you can always look up places like the Red Cross, and I'm sure there are other businesses or amenities or ways of being able to get out to help them out if you wanted to. The internet is a great tool to be able to find those, so just make sure you're donating to a legitimate place if that's what you intend to do. That's why I mentioned the Red Cross. They're a little bit more above board than some of the other ones. I mean, I could have the Dr. Fox Relief Fund, set up for my retirement, but that's not going to happen. Anyway, I did have a super chat in there, and I totally forgot to mention it. I did see that go by, and I'm hoping that was William Lyons that did that, and I don't think I can get back to it, but I do appreciate that super chat. Just to let you know, I did not miss it, and I really do appreciate that you did that. So figured I better throw that in there before I forget. Old Bones also in the house, as well as Scooby Don't. Okay, so instead of Scooby Doo. Okay, Scooby Don't is a science program. It's a science program, Scooby Don't. Of course it is. We do talk about science. We do talk about volcanoes. We can get a little bit more in-depth if you want. We know that this material, of course, it's magma that's coming up through a very large hotspot that is under La Palma, and it has a tendency to throw up a lot of the, it shoots up the magma full of gas up the pipes, and once it hits oxygen or gets into the air, of course, it becomes lava. and a lot of off-gassing material, so you have CO2 and SO2 in there, and a lot of that is being pushed way up into the air. And luckily, that's one good thing about this. The levels aren't as high as in some places. The one we were talking about earlier, of course, was the one that's in Italy, that volcano, as they call it. And that particular one has some very, very high SO2 emissions, and they've had to evacuate people for a little while. That stuff will kill you fairly quickly, so you don't want to be breathing too much of that in. Sassy, will there be a test at the end of the live stream? Yes, there will be. It's a test of your endurance. Have you hit the like button? That is one of the important questions, and you must answer yes to that. Sub X Files, Dr. Fox, have you seen the Skycam from the observatory? The observatory Skycam, the one that we were just looking at, this one here, Sub X Files. I don't know. Is that the one that you're referring to? And hopefully it is. Okay, somebody else just super chatted. Rick Van Ejek. Retirement Pepsi. Thanks, Rick, for the retirement Pepsi. I'll have to work on that one. I'm still working on the submarine thing too. You know, we definitely need to make sure we get that submarine working. Okay, Sub X, I hope. Oh, I just got here. That's it. Yeah. Okay. Glad that you've seen that. And it's looking stunning at night. And yes, there are certain times where it really, really does look good from up top here. Just right at the sunset time is where it gets quite spectacular, and it maintains a very good picture yet because it holds that color. Once we get into nighttime, that's when the color starts having issues, and it's always difficult for a color camera at night. So height of the ash up in the air. Okay, I'm gonna have a quick look at an email here, and let's see if they will show this. Hopefully I'm not doing it in the wrong place. Probably did. Okay, what did I wreck? Nope, not there. Let's go back to here. This one. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for a second. And again, thank you for that super chat. Really do appreciate it. And I am going to see if I can open that link up. Open link, and there we go. And okay, this is from volcanodiscovery.com, and they do show some of that lava flow. I'm just trying to look at what they've got here as of October 15th. If I click on that, yeah, we can we're definitely going to show this one. It's not the highest quality image, but we will definitely save that. There we go. It's even got the right date to it. So I'll see about getting that on the screen real quick, and then we will have a look at that one. Looks like God, what? Gas axe? God, the great gas. Yeah, I don't know. It's an axe, maybe. Maybe, of some sort. Okay, let me get back to this one here and load up this picture, and hopefully we can find it really, really easy. There it is, and we can make it larger. All right, we get rid of the other things in the background, and this is from yesterday. This kind of gives you an outline of what the where the lava flow was Okay, so you can see the heated up areas, and you definitely know that that's hot stuff, and that of course is flowing towards the ocean, and hopefully it will continue and not cause too much more problems. You know, it's going to still go through a few of those things, but it is a lot closer than what this picture is depicting. And this was from yesterday that this was processed. So we know that the lava, and if I can find my whiteboard here, we can kind of make the line as to where the lava is now. And we know that lava is sitting somewhere down to that point now. So it will be going in, like we said, anytime soon. Okay, I will clear that off the screen. I just wanted to see if that other screen was still available. You can barely see it, but that the edge is... whoa, why is this one not working there? Oh, okay, I had to wait. Okay, the edge is about here, and you can see that the lava is sitting there and here, and it's not really pushing that much right now, but I'm sure once some of that stuff that's up the behind it a little bit, when that starts to push through, we will get some of that hitting the ocean really quickly. And if we go back to that other picture, just to kind of show you, so what we're seeing is the front edge somewhere, come on, whiteboard, it'll get there. Okay, so we're seeing the edge up here somewhere. There's a lot of material still here and here, so all this is going to push forward, and it will eventually, gravity will help it along and push it right off the cliff. So that's what's going to happen, and hopefully it won't do too much damage, and it'll continue on one single type path. And if that's what happens, then we'll all be happy, right? Okay, moving back to our other screens. Yeah, this one is not bad. I like this one better though. And let's see, what else we got in here? Spionclaw, how much lava has gone onto the ocean, into the ocean so far? We don't know. But we've got an estimate as to, it's been over 150 million cubic meters that have been already kicked out of the volcano. So it's already surpassed what Iceland's Ragnar had done. So it's quite a big pile of lava, and it did it in a very short period of time. 27 days kind of thing. So that's something to consider, and the flow rate, if it gets back up to that 66 cubic meters per second, that is a lot, right? So it's over 99,000. Oh, it's over 150 million cubic meters already. So yeah, it's huge. Guten Tag is staying on La Palma till Wednesday, then flying back to Iceland on Thursday. And we hope that he can fly out of there on Wednesday. He might have to swim over to Tenerife, or at least take the ferry over there. I think that might be what could be happening. Anyway, I do see that it is just about time. Well, it is time to pack it in. I've been on for 2 hours and 10 minutes. Typically, we're only doing 2-hour streams, and I do enjoy it. So we'll continue to do a little bit more here for a few more minutes. William Lines, I think the blue light is burning SO2. Yeah, it could be SO2, it could be various different chemicals in there as well. We know natural propane and different gases will burn blue as well. So it's something that you want to consider, that it could be, it's definitely gassing of some sort. But to burn blue, there's a variety of different things that can burn blue. So it's neat. It's interesting. Dr. Cassie, hello from Colombia, Nevada, Del Ruiz Sea, getting active. Yes, it is active. Oh, okay. Okay, so Nevada Del Ruiz is getting active. Okay. People are saying that there's all kinds of different volcanoes getting active. One fellow was mentioning the one in Mexico. So I'm wondering if we got something going on here that we're not seeing the big picture yet. But now I do want to kind of reiterate or stress that a lot of these volcanoes, we do have anywhere from 20 to about 40 volcanoes active on the planet that are visible at any point in time. So to see, certain ones kick on and certain ones kick off, like Ragnar in Iceland is not going right now, but we have some other ones in different portions of the planet kicking off and doing their thing, like La Palma and so on. So it's not unusual. Sometimes some people will say, well, there's all these other volcanoes happening all of a sudden. Well, no, it's not all of a sudden. They've always been happening. It's just the fact that we have the internet, the fact that we get our news so much quicker nowadays, that is what really makes a big difference in being able to report these things and be able to see what is happening at a moment's notice. It's like we hear about an earthquake, boom, we can go to USGS or wherever and locate that and find out how deep it was, how intense it was, where it was, that kind of thing. That information is there very, very quickly. Having access to 3D maps of an area, who would have fathomed that even 30 years ago, to have instant access to a 3D map that you can view and visualize online and be able to work with, right? So there's a lot of that stuff that, perception of what happens because of the times, the modern times, things are being conveyed a lot quicker, and we're just getting the news faster, that's all. This is the same amount of volcanoes that we see all the time on the planet. Yes, there are periods where we have more activity than others, but typically it's the status quo, if you will, of what happens on planet Earth, right? And of course there are literally hundreds that we don't see because they're underwater. And that's the other interesting part. There's so many that we don't have the ability to visualize unless, we had, say a submarine or something. And it's difficult to go, exploring in these places, especially if you don't have a submarine, right? Apparently we're working on one though, and I'm just trying to locate it here, and we do have a submarine at our disposal. It's just we need to make sure that we have it in the right place and that we can find it. Let's see, where the heck did it go? I got so many pictures in this folder, it's not funny. Just need to back up one at a time, and I will find them. Let's see. And it should just pop right out. Why am I not seeing it? Oh, there it is. All right, so yeah. So if you have the right tools, you can go do the right job, right? So this is important to have a little submarine like this, and it's very creative. Of course, the creators in the back seat there, that's a Roo, and that was Oz who made this diagram for us, and it's the SS Lava Party, and that's the submarine. And of course, we've got a couple volcanoes down there under the water, and there's Siggy swimming in the front there, going for the gold and the diamonds. So this is pretty awesome, pretty cool. And thank you, Oz, if you're still listening in the channel. This was really a wonderful picture that you put together for us. And of course, if you haven't looked at the windows, guys, yeah, it's Dr. Fox in the front. We got Piggy on the second window, Snowman on the third one there, and of course we got the Roo in the back because it was Oz that made it, and she's from down under. So excellent, really do appreciate it, and it is awesome. All right, back to the volcano, and I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you everyone for being here today or tonight, and I want to say a special thank you to the super chatters. I really do appreciate the support for the channel. Since the streams are not monetized, that is what we work with there, so at least that pays the power bill and that kind of thing. Keeps things going. It's not a lot, but that all works, right? So on that note, also thank you very much to the moderators. You guys have done an awesome job here tonight, and thank you very much all for being here. And hey, how come we only at 387? Let's see if we can push that over 400 likes real quick. For those who haven't hit that yet, let's get that as a challenge. So we'll see if we can get over 400 real fast, and then we'll knock it off for today. And then of course we want to get back at it tomorrow. So okay, we need a little, what do we need? 9 more. So for those who haven't hit that like button yet, we need a few more shots in there, and that'll keep us all happy. And we're at 394. Cool. 395. Let's see, 5 more, and whoa, 3 more. Cool. Really do appreciate it, you guys, and awesome to see the numbers going up. And hope everyone enjoyed the stream today. And of course, it's a little bit more relaxed today, it being Saturday in most places, and Sunday probably on the other side there of the date line already. So please have yourselves a very, very good night, and make sure that when you before you go to bed tonight, you tell your loved ones that you love them. For tomorrow is never promised. Good night, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000. We'll see you tomorrow.